Hey, Shalom, call halal, YAHAWAH, BAHASHAM, YAHWASHI, BAHASHAM, QADASH. That's giving our praise to the Most High, in the name of His only begotten Son, in the name of the Holy Spirit. Double honors to our teachers, the elders, and apostles of Great Millstone, who taught us His truth and sincerity. Peace and salutations to the hopeful scattered abroad. Shalom to the 144,000. It's gonna be a quick video on my break, real quick. Something I was thinking about, man, because I got this comment on this post I posted. It says, "Oh no, he's here and he's black." And we know the Lord is not black, all right, but that's what the so-called white man call us, black people, which is a derogatory term. And I put the caption, "They gonna shit bricks." Okay, on that day they gonna shit bricks. And I got this comment, all right. I believe it was from a scoffer, just trying to be funny, right here. He says, Aldanius says, "If he is black, then wear the Cadillac, dude." All right. And the brother Henry DeLay said, Second Peter chapter 3 verse 3, "Knowing this first, that there shall come in the last days scoffers, walking after their own lusts." So we all took it. This guy was scoffing, which I believe he is. He's scoffing. But here's my comment. It says, "Laugh my fucking ass off. The Cadillacs are those ships you call UFOs." All right, everybody's shaken up by these sights and these sights they're seeing in the sky. Which is going to come a day where you're going to see a huge so-called UFO, or as we call them, the Chariots, as the Bible calls them, the Chariots, and the Lord's going to come upon one, and He's going to destroy America. I said, they will invade and destroy you and your beloved America very soon, dude. Okay? But, and the brother right here, Tommy Aldowal Aditam, it's like if I pronounce you brother's names wrong, but the water for the precepts. Job 30 verse 1, "But now they that are younger than I have me in derision, whose fathers I would have disdained to have set with the dogs of my flock." Right, and they have us in derision, man. All right, they're constantly, taunting us. All right, and this guy definitely got to be an Edomite. But just going into that whole thing with the Cadillac, because I got a video here I want to show you about some of the history of the Cadillac, why they always equivalate so-called black people to driving Cadillacs. When you go into the history of that, there's actually a reason. So let's play this video real quick, and I'll show you the reason.
Today, did you know that Black America said Cadillac in 1934? Cadillac wouldn't even exist today had it not been for Black America in 1934, and I can tell you exactly how they did it. First, you have to understand Henry Ford had 3 car companies. First was a complete failure, sold the assets. He had a second car company which failed, and a man named Henry Leland bought it and turned it into Cadillac. And then Henry had a third company we know as Ford Motor Company. Henry didn't really do the work. He hired some brothers and then tried to cut the brothers out. Those brothers started a car company named Dodge. So I want you to understand how incestuous this is. So Henry Leland started Cadillac. GM bought it in 1919 from him. So now General Motors has it. It's one of the top luxury brands in America. But when the Great Depression hit in 1928, nobody had money, right? So you don't have auto loans. They did not exist back then. So if you couldn't pay cash for a car, you weren't getting it, and banks failed, nobody had money. So Cadillac lost 85% of their sales in 5 years. They were literally in the board meeting to shut Cadillac down when their service manager nationwide came in and goes, "I think I can save the company." You're like, "Yeah, whatever, how?" He goes, "We don't sell to anybody but white people. And Black Americans in the South are paying white guys $300 cash over and above the price of the car so they can drive. The elite, the judges, the attorneys, the entertainers, they're for it." And Cadillac's like, "What do we got to lose?" So in 1934, they opened it up, the first car company ever to have integrated sales. And Black Americans bought so many Cadillacs in 1934, sales went up 70%. Now I want you to ask yourself, this is the Great Depression. Nobody has money. There's credit lines. How can Black Americans afford to save a luxury brand? How? They couldn't put their money in banks. And all the banks failed. All the white people lost their money. The law of unintended consequences kept Black America from being harmed by the Great Depression like everybody else, believe it or not. And I talked to a gentleman who said the only reason my granddad said he knew it was a Great Depression because he saw a white man picking out his trash. I was like, wow. So, in doing this, it turned Cadillac around. Cadillac became the first auto manufacturer to hire Black Americans to the design and style team, not just the factory. So Cadillac became one of the first integrated brands, and a lot of times we have stereotypes about Black America loves Cadillacs. Now you know why. They say the damn car.
I did not.
I thought that was interesting, man. And I've been
So Cadillac
going on this video for a minute, just November. But yeah, man, I thought it was interesting because this guy, he just used that stereotype, and there's so many stereotypes against Jake, but all those stereotypes they go back to something, man, including while black people love Cadillacs, okay? You see all the rappers and stuff, they all riding in Cadillacs. That's not by no coincidence, that's by design because, when you go into these things, Jacob, had a hand in all these things, even creating a car in general. Jacob had a huge hand in that. But also, the reason why you still have a car company called Cadillac is because the Israelites saved it. And then when he went into the history talking about the Great Depression and how really it was the Edomites that was depressed because they had their money in the bank, that shows you that the Lord looked out for us. We might have thought it was, oppression or anything or something like that in that day, but really it was the Lord looking out for us because that those banks failed. All right, and all the Edomites lost their money, and that's how Jake was on top, man. You got something called the Black Wall Street, okay, in Tulsa, Oklahoma, where Esau had to bomb, the Jake community and pretty much burn it down because Jake was doing better than the Edomites. All right, so we ain't just some, monkeys swinging from trees, man. No, we were actually the greatest people that ever walked the earth. We are actually the greatest people that ever walked the earth, and this right here is just a sign of that. But I thought that was interesting when this individual said, if he is black, then where the Cadillac, dude, and the ultimate Cadillac, okay, the ultimate vehicle or vessel are those ships, the Chariots, man. Okay, that got you eating mice ooh and ahhing and dropping your jaw. You got fighter jet pilots talking about how these ships are doing circles around them. Okay, and they're in fighter jets. All right, so that right there just go to show you, man, that the glory, that the Lord is coming with. He's gonna come with his Cadillacs, okay, so to speak. All right, he's gonna come with his Cadillacs, man. Let's go right here. It says Jeremiah chapter 51 verse 19. The portion of Jacob is not like them. We ain't like them, man. Jake like to ride in style. Jake like to flaunt. For he is the former of all things, and Israel is the rod of his inheritance. The Lord YAHAWAH of hosts is his name. You see, so the Lord, his inheritance, Israel is the heritage of the Lord. Okay, so that's why you see Jake got particular style. They got flavor. Let's grab that too, the salt of the earth. Because he went into it how it was Jake that was designing those Cadillacs, man. Okay? And you know how fly those old Cadillacs looked. Jake had a hand in that. It says Matthew chapter 5, verse 13. Ye are the salt of the earth, but if the salt have lost his savor, wherewith shall it be salted? It thenceforth good for nothing, but to be cast out and to be trodden under foot of men. You see? And this is why we gotta, continue to seek YAHAWASHI in truth and sincerity. Though we, at the bottom right now, you see Jake, down and out in the hood, on drugs, bugged out of their mind. That's when that salt is losing its savor. So when you come back to YAHAWASHI, the Lord's gonna really be able to sup with us and deal with us, man. It says, ye are the light of the world. A city that is set on a hill cannot be hid. You see? So we are the light of the world, man. And the world, where would America be without Jake? Well, let me say this. Where would the Cadillac company be without Jake? Unheard of, never to, be done. But also, let me say this too. Where would this world be without you Israelites, man? Okay, we are the greatest people to ever walk the face of the earth. And because of that, the Lord is going to, let me grab that too. Let's grab that. Beautiful. This is Ecclesiasticus chapter 10, verse 30. It says, the poor man is honored for his skill, and the rich man is honored for his riches. So we are the poor man, and we're honored for our skill. Hey, I was just at my job, and I work at a wood shop. I do carpentry, and we had these little air blowers, and my air blower came apart, and instead of just going up there and begging for another one, which would have probably took 2 or 3 months, and I had to borrow somebody else's. Hey, I got the screw. I got I found a completely different screw, a nut, and I put it back together. Had to sand it, had to to sand it down a little bit, or shave some of the metal off to make it fit right, and I put it back together. Okay, I remember when I was growing up, man, I always wanted to invent, stuff, man. And that's the spirit of Jake altogether, because a lot of these inventions, but I went into this before, a lot of these inventions came from Jake. So where would this world be without the Israelites? This is why any country where the Israelites are, held captive, it becomes a superpower. Look at what happened with Egypt. Okay, now here in America, it says, "He that is honored in poverty, how much more in riches? And he that is dishonorable in riches, how much more in poverty?" You see? So these devils got all the riches in the world, and they're dishonored. But if we are honored in poverty, how much more in riches? So imagine when the Lord, beautify his people. Okay, let me grab that too. It says, Psalm chapter 49, Psalm chapter 149, verse, just want to get right to the point. Beautiful. I'm starting at verse 1. It says, "Praise ye the Lord Yahawah, sing unto Yahawah a new song, and his praise is in the congregation of the saints," which the saints means those of the elect. Okay, when you go into that word in etymology, it says, "Let Israel rejoice in him that made him. Let the children of Zion be joyful in their king." We're going to be joyful in our king, man. Okay, it says, "Let them praise his name in oh man, Salakia for that." It says, "Let them praise his name in the dance. Let them sing praises unto him and with the timbrel and the harp." And you got Jake, that's the greatest at music. You see, you Israelites, you the greatest at music, man. We're gonna literally make. You say you make songs now for Esau and sing one of those good old songs for us. No, we're gonna sing songs unto Yahweh BAHASHAM YAHWASHI. The beloved brother Kwam from the GMS Temple Camp, he showed us a beautiful song that is stuck in all of our heads, man. And he was literally singing unto the Lord. Okay. I'm in love with the Most High. You brothers know. Okay. It says, "For Yahawah taketh pleasure in his people. He will beautify the meek with salvation." You see? The Lord taketh pleasure in his people, man. And he will beautify the meek with salvation. Let the saints be joyful in glory. Let them sing loud upon their beds. You wake up now, you got an alarm clock going off. You got to wake up. Like I had to get up, this morning at 4:30. Really 4:25. We was fellowshipping last night, late night, and then I had to go home and wake up to come back to slavery, come back to hell. It says, let the high praises of the Most High be in their mouth, and a two-edged sword in their hand, to execute vengeance upon the heathen, and punishments upon the people, to bind their kings with chains, and their nobles with fetters of iron, to execute judgment, to execute upon them the judgment written with it's like this honor have all his saints. Praise ye Yahweh BAHASHAM YAHWASHI. And we're going to praise the Lord, man. You see? But I just want to make that point real quick, because the ultimate Cadillac, for you fucking racist honky Edomites, for you to understand, the ultimate Cadillac is those chariots. And in the kingdom of heaven, when we are, made one with our power, we're going to, roam the, the universe in style in chariots, man. You see? We're going to literally have chariots, man, that we're going to be able to, pretty much, fly in style, man. And the glory of our power. Yahweh BAHASHAM YAHWASHI. It's like if, like right now, you Jakes know, you grew up around Edomites, you had to work, bust your ass, work 2-3 jobs to get your first car. It might have been a bucket, it might have been breaking down on you and stuff, all beat up, but Esau, when their sons and daughters, was in high school, they was coming in there in brand new cars. I remember I had Edomites in my school that was coming brand new Mustangs, brand new Corvettes and shit, coming to high school, man. Their first car. So the Lord's going to beautify us the same way. He's going to give us, something out of this world, and that's what we're going to be riding the style in. Praise ye Yahweh BAHASHAM YAHWASHI. Call hello Yahweh BAHASHAM YAHWASHI, man. Even in our stereotypes, in our mocking and taunting, we are gloried and great. Shalom.